What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. We are live and better than ever across the board. It's a Monday show, so you know that I'm hosting. It's Jefe here. And we got JD over to my left. Sorry, it's hard to do this on camera. It's the other
This
way.
very hard.
It's very hard. JD, good morning. How we doing?
Good morning, man. Yeah, doing great, man. Yeah, this past weekend was good. This whole past month was good, man. Everything's going really well, and definitely pumped to actually talk some ball.
All right.
Where are you going? What just
Yeah,
happened here?
my cat was 3 seconds away from grabbing the slider, and now she's going for the other one. All right. Good. Very good. Very good. Alpha, how we doing?
Another day in paradise, brother. Another day in paradise. We've been red hot. We continue to be hot, and I'm excited to deliver more winners today. But more importantly, Jefe, since you're host, nobody really asked you. How are you doing today?
I am doing. You know what? That is a sad part about hosting. We should ask you more often, Alpha, how you're doing.
No, I'm good. I don't need to know. I don't need to give that information out.
This is not a good spot for you.
Oh my God, she still got the little thing.
Yes. One more week of my kitten with her safety cone of shame. I had one of my best gambling days ever yesterday. I put out.
Whoa. Whoa. How long have you been doing this show? That's why JD's laughing. How long have you been doing this show, Jefe?
I don't know how long. Oh God.
Now, please, tell everybody how you did.
Hold on. Technically, the show in its entirety today is a recap show.
Absolutely.
Do we really need the weekend recap if the whole show is the recap?
What is a show without segments?
You're 100% right. I apologize. Also, I just realized, dang, this is our. Yeah, we went over the 3 games on Thursday. We did not obviously have a chance to go over that game on Friday. Don't let me forget about that one. I almost did. But yeah, yesterday was one of my best days. I put out 12 plays and went 11-1.
Let's go.
Swept every single football play we had. We took the Texans on the money line. We took the Texans with the points. That's a game I definitely want to get into. We hit every single anytime touchdown, probably at Josh Allen rushing yards. A lot of stuff. Was a great day, and honestly a great Saturday too. Our big play was NC State, and they dog walked North Carolina, which I really don't know what the hell is going to happen with them coming into the season. But yeah, it was a great day, man. How about you guys?
JD?
Yeah, man, it was a good day. As far as the NFL slate, only had one play. It was very weird to have a Sunday with only one play. But it was a big play, and it was a Seahawks play, so that one won. That Seahawks game, I mean, the Seahawks didn't even play well.
We'll talk about that game. I started Sam Darnold over Brock Purdy, and I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
I also started Darnold.
There's definitely something to talk about. I'll throw out a quick stab for Alpha goes because I don't want to forget it. And I don't even remember his name. The quarterback from the Vikings who started yesterday, Grossman.
Brosmer. What were you?
Brosmer. Sorry,
Grossman.
Not Rex Grossman. Shout out Rex Grossman.
Sexy Rexy, baby.
Sexy Rexy, man. Hey, made it to Super Bowl. Out of Florida Gators.
I would have got there. I wouldn't have got there.
He was a first-round pick. I don't know why I know all this stuff on Rex Grossman. But anyway, the QBR for a quarterback, if he just every single time hiked the ball and spiked it, is 39.5, I think. This man who started for the Vikings yesterday had a worse QBR than that.
I mean, it was a no-win situation for the guy. An undrafted rookie quarterback being thrown into a situation where the offensive line hasn't been great, even with higher drafted quarterbacks like Jage that's had been in there, like we've seen Carson Wentz who's been in there. No one's been able to have success with that offense this year. So to put a Rex Grossman Jr. in there, to have him try and accomplish that was a very tough feat, a very difficult
Alpha, you want to do your recap and then we'll hop into the games?
Yeah, let's do it. My big play of the day was the Texans. They won that outright. Little
best defense in the league, and it's not even close.
Not even close. And the game went exactly how we talked about. Daniel Jones, fractured fibula, would not be able to be mobile. It would force him to be a pocket passer. Now, granted, he made some good throws. He made some plays, but He made a lot of bad plays, took a lot of sacks, was not able to be mobile, and the game kind of went exactly how we planned. Would have been a really big day if the Falcons had just beat the Jets outright.
Oh my God, same. Yeah, you're right. I forgot.
Yeah.
We'll get into it. All right, guys, let's start off though with the Friday game because we had our show on Friday, and then after we saw the Bears play the Eagles, and this is Steelers fan by far, Nick and I. Steelers live. Their entire foundation is on the treadmill of mediocrity. Everything about the Steelers is the worst place to be in sports. Quick fact about that: Steelers are 0-6 in the last 6 playoff games. They made the playoffs last 6 years or something like that, and have lost all 6 games. Have never led for a single minute in any of those 6 playoff wins.
They've just been getting crapped on.
They just it's a tough spot to be. Anyway, all right, Bears Eagles. Am I crazy to say that Caleb Williams didn't have a good day at all? He was just kind of there.
What do you mean? Are you crazy to say? Look at his stats. He was 17 of 36, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. There was 1 superstar in that game, and you better bring that up.
The superstar in that game was the offensive line of the Chicago Bears. That was a superstar.
Kyle, my
guy. They absolutely dominated the Eagles front. Dominate. I mean, I would say Monangai, but I can't because Swift also had an amazing day.
Huge day.
Monangai did better.
Yeah.
Monangai did better.
Are we concerned about the Eagles at this point in the season with what we saw from the Cowboys in the last 2 weeks?
What's up, RC Bowler?
What's up, man? Are we concerned, guys?
Who are you asking?
God, 1 second. Sorry. Are we concerned about the
Who are you asking? Direct it to one of us. Oh, okay. You're giving it to one of us. Very good. JD, since it's just you and I now, how often this year have I come on this show and told you guys that the Eagles don't look the same? There's something different about this year's team compared to last year's team, and I've been saying that since the beginning of the year. Granted, I know the Eagles have had a good record. They've been one of the better teams in the NFC. They entered the week at 8-3. However, they have not looked like the same team. To me, the main issue is the offensive line, and we talked about it last week. No Lane Johnson being there was going to be a huge impact on this team, and it was. But that doesn't negate the fact that this team could not stop a nosebleed on the run. Combined, they gave up 281 yards on the ground in this game. That's an average of exactly 6.0 yards per carry for any of the running backs, whether that was Kyle Monangai, DeAndre Swift, whether that was Caleb Williams with 5 carries, whether it was DJ Moore on his end around or Luther Burden, who also had an end around. All of it together, they averaged 6 yards per carry. That's a huge issue for this Eagles team. Granted, one thing did happen for the Eagles that was nice to see again was A.J. Brown finally had a major impact on a game. He finally was targeted all game long, not just for 1 quarter. He had 10 receptions for 132 yards and 2 touchdowns. They need to do that more. The Eagles need to, what's the right way to put this? They have a very vanilla offense. They think we're more talented than you. You're going to know what play we're going to run, and we're still going to be able to execute and beat you. That's not the case anymore. They don't have the offensive line to be that arrogant. When you see their play call, when you know it's going to be a run up the middle with the formation they're putting out there, they're running it up the middle, and it's not working. That used to work for them because they had better players on the offensive line than the other teams had, and that's just not the case anymore. So for me, what's playing out is exactly what I've talked about all year. This Eagles team is not the same caliber of team. They do not have the same offensive firepower. Just look at Saquon Barkley. He had one of, if not the best running back season in history last year. And he's nothing more than an average to below average runner in terms of stats this year. So I think you need to look at the offensive line. I do think the Eagles are in some trouble. The Cowboys are steaming. And if I was a Cowboys fan like the gentleman above me, I would be pumped. JD, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, and one of the things you just
mentioned. Yeah, damn. Well said, by the way. Sorry. Really
as far as Saquon goes, people are talking about, is he falling off and all this shit? No. He's the same guy. He's getting hit before he can get to the damn line.
100%.
There's why he's having a poor year or a just down year.
Yeah.
What's up, Broccoli Rob?
So, that's one of the big things there. Alpha, you like said it great, man. We've been coming on here saying this Eagles team is just not right. For me, is what you said. As far as their offensive actually like play calling goes, it's very bland.
Vanilla ice cream. God. It's vanilla ice cream.
They're
arrogant.
So
it's an arrogant style of offense. It's
arrogant.
And
also, I want to say, I think the tush push might be dead.
Let me tell you something. How come when the New York Football Giants do that thing where they take the ball out and the fumble happens and then the Eagles still kept the ball? Didn't happen against the Chicago Caleb Williamses, but I digress. I am so happy that play is getting fucked.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to say, then we can move on. Jalen Hurts is starting to piss me off. What? What happened?
JD was still in the middle of breaking it down. Then you jump in and say, last thing I want to say before I get moved on. Will you let this guy get his thoughts out?
Go, JD. Go, JD.
Yeah, just the other last thing is when I came on the show Friday and we talked about this game, I said, I cannot believe I'm here. But I'm here saying the Bears might be for real. And I thought that line was crazy.
Yep.
Are they for real?
I don't think they're for real, but I think the line was crazy.
They have a humongous game this week.
Yes, huge. But here's what I think. I think that the offense is for actually real. As far as
you think the offense is for real? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I actually think I kind of think
I'm with JD. I think their offense is good.
They just got back two guys. I can't remember the other guy's name, but
Johnson.
One is Jalen Johnson, and he's a perennial Pro Bowler. I know that doesn't mean much, but he's a good player. And I forgot what the other guy they got back on this.
Jaquan Brisker.
But they're pretty solid on defense, guys. I mean, they have.
It was Kyler Gordon they got back, right? Kyler Gordon.
I'm not positive.
Yeah, he didn't play for over a month and a half. Look, it was Kyler Gordon, cornerback.
Jalen Johnson that's a big name for them to get back.
Well, they lost their CB1 and CB2. This is their CB1 and CB2 coming back into the fall.
And what I wanted to say is it is unreal how they just are flat out only doing this with the running game. Because DJ Moore is not a real person right now. He's just literally not even a real person. He's and Caleb still makes dumb mistakes. But yet they are owning both lines of scrimmages on offense and defense. And that's how you win games, guys. That's it. Especially in the playoffs, that is how you win playoff football, winning the line of scrimmage.
And where are the Eagles struggling right now? They gave up almost both sides. Both sides. The defensive line gave up 300 rushing yards in the game as well.
Jalen Hurts is starting to piss me off. He's mute, no emotional face, no matter if they're winning by 30 or losing by 30. Is starting to it was a cool story, and now it's starting to piss me off. I need to see him get a little angry.
I don't think it was him. Also, they completely abandoned the running game in this game. The Eagles they ran the ball 17 times in a frozen, windy game. Just their vanilla play calling has been atrocious, and I just think that's all it is.
Yeah, I'll take that as a compliment, my friend. All right. Well, we got to move to Sunday.
Wait a minute. I'm going to take that as a fucking insult. Nick, you never say shit like that when I host every other fucking day. I hope the Steelers lose every fucking game for the rest of the year. And the reason being is because you didn't compliment me. Let's keep it moving.
Well, with that being said, let's get into Sunday, folks. Niners-Browns is the first game I got on my list. Niners came in. They did what they had to do. They won their third straight. Good. That's my cat just jumping on a box and letting it hit him. Her. Very good. They won their third straight. Anything from you guys on this one? I thought this game was kind of just terrible weather. Browns kind of tried to hang in. Shea Jordan didn't have a bad game. 60-25, pass touchdown, 50 passing yards. Judkins 91 yards on 23 carries. I mean, you guys take anything from this game? I just think this was a game where the Niners just kind of had the game all the way.
It's a tough game for Shador. It was a tough game.
To be honest, this Sunday slate, I actually know that Jefe, you had a great day and you loved this slate.
This guy.
But myself, I thought this was one of the worst NFL Sunday slates we've had in I don't even know when the last time we had.
So my thought on it, JD, is outside of being a gambler. So take all gambling out of it. It was the worst Sunday slate all year.
Oh, you mean in terms of witching hour,
competitiveness. Yeah, it was the worst. It was the 4 o'clock slate was the worst slate in history. I took a nap in the third quarter of the 4 o'clocks because it was crap.
That's actually what I was kind of getting to here is some of these games we're going to talk about. I'm going to be honest, I didn't watch a single second of.
I'm telling you, dude, that Seahawks game at halftime put me right to sleep.
I totally get it. I mean, I agree with you. The only game that's coming to my mind that was up in the air towards the end of the game was the Falcons Jets game.
That was the 1 o'clock. It was decent.
4 o'clock there was nothing. Even
Nothing.
the Bills game was over by the fourth quarter. But I get what you're saying, JD. We're about to head into a game that I don't have anything to talk about. Jags Titans. Titans suck. Jags looked good, and they have a humongous game this week. The Jaguars do. One thing that I will say is AFC South. I mean, we're going to talk about the Texans and Colts next. With the Jags winning, the Texans winning, and the Colts
breaking news: Adam Thielen released from the Vikings and is a free agent. Adam Thielen maybe to go to a contender. I know he hasn't had a good year, but somebody who's a veteran can run routes and can be a good wide receiver 3. You know who I think he could be a good piece to? Maybe the Buffalo Bills.
They just got Brandon Cooks.
Okay, yeah, let the two of them fight it out. Whoever survives can play on the team.
No, but they don't have room. Like, they literally don't have room because of Cooks. They had to let go Elijah Moore. They don't have to let somebody go to bring in Thielen. I actually thought Cooks looked good for them yesterday. But sorry, Texans Colts. I don't. Here's what I want. Obviously, Daniel Jones was injured. It was so obvious, right? Like, just so obvious he was injured. I don't really want to talk much about this game. I want to talk about moving forward. I watched that game because that was the game that I had the most interest in terms of where my betting was. The Texans. What?
The Thielen statement's a little sad. I'm going to read it really quick. Last week, Adam Thielen's representation approached the team and asked if we would be willing to release Adam. This is coming directly from the Vikings. Due to this being his final season, he has made it clear he will not play football past this season, and he wants a chance to have a bigger role with the team for his final couple games as a pro. I respect it, and good for the Vikings letting him go. They're in a dead year. They've been trash. They're not going anywhere.
You know,
Thielen wasn't also getting on the field with Addison, Jefferson, what is it? Yeah. Naylor, who forced the fumble yesterday. They got some guys over there that are keeping him off the field.
I mean, Alpha, just get to the punch. The Vikings suck. He wants to play in the playoffs. He's going to go to a playoff team. I'm going to throw out some that 49ers is a possibility. The Rams as a wide receiver 3. Behind Puka and Devontae, that's a possibility to me. Ravens always need a wide receiver because they have absolutely
I think for him, the Rams would actually be a.
Oh, he would be a nice piece there.
What I just did you?
Great. Wow. Family friendly show. JD, phenomenal idea of where he should go.
Unbelievable.
What's up, Brucey?
Right. Back to the Texans Colts, guys. The Texans are blitzing machines. That defense is a swarm. I really, really, really think that they are turning into a team that you do not want to face in the playoffs. I don't know the last time I've ever said that about the Texans, who are always the team that you wish to play in that wild card game at 4:30 on a Saturday. I don't know if you guys have anything to say about the Texans moving forward and of the AFC South in general, guys, because we kind of now have to look at it as the Colts are not runaways to win this. The Jaguars are live, the Texans are live, and the Colts are live, all for that division. So let's kind of just have a conversation about that. What do you guys think?
I mean, just what you said, FA. That's my major point is, as far as the playoffs go, the Texans are one of those teams you just don't want to see, because actually with that defense, they could honestly beat pretty much anybody if like the offense can
absolutely.
Oh man, I'm not a CJ Stroud guy.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you both something. I got a text from Jefe mid-game yesterday, and he said General Mills is better than CJ Stroud. That was the text.
I mean, yeah, I was half kidding, but I'm half being honest. He held his own in that offense. They looked way better offensively with Davis Mills than they did yesterday with CJ Stroud, where, let's be honest, they were just the Colts also. Let's just honestly think about the fact that Sauce might have torn his ACL.
They said it was a calf injury, but I don't believe that.
If you see
weird.
It looked so weird.
It was non-contact.
Yeah.
It was the way he literally could not put any pressure on it. If that is a torn ACL and he is the reason that they could play man-to-man, without him they can't, that's going to be rough for that Colts secondary.
What do you think the odds are to win the AFC South?
I think the Texans have to be the favorites, and I have no information. Colts
are plus 125, Jaguars are plus 145, and the Texans are plus 350.
Wow. Well, okay, so I know that. Okay, I get why. The Colts and Jags still have to play twice. And the Texans obviously play them yesterday, and then they played them one more time. It's kind of insane how the AFC South has not played each other at all.
Yep.
It's a weird setup.
That is very weird.
And then you got the Titans just there.
They're
just
just
there.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know what I feel about the Colts right now, guys. I mean, am I just looking at their last 2 games, a bad loss against KC where they had the lead and gave it up, and then a game here where obviously Daniel Jones was not 100%. You could tell that from the get-go, and the Texans' game plan was, we're going to make your life hell.
We're going to blitz all night long.
There was a stretch in that game, I don't know how much you watched of it, where Daniel Jones actually looked great.
Yeah, he did. He made some really big time throws.
He
really did.
Boy,
Alec Pierce.
He's jumping 30 feet in the air every time.
Maybe people will finally start understanding what I've been saying about Alec Pierce for a year and a half. He's a quality wide receiver 2/3, not a star, quality guy to have on your team.
He'll get paid as a really good, solid wide receiver too.
He makes big plays. He makes big plays.
You were on the Alec Pierce train for a while. I'll give that to you for sure.
I'll take it. All
right, guys, let's keep moving. There's nothing to talk about from the Saints-Dolphins game. Whatever. Tua sucks. Tyler, shuck show, whatever. I mean, have fun with your last 4 games ever in the NFL because the Saints are obviously going to draft a quarterback. I don't think you're the guy. I don't think you think you're the guy. Jets-Falcons. It's yet another week where I ask myself, does Kirk Cousins know who Bijan Robinson is? Do you think they talk to one another? Now, Obviously, I'm joking because he had a great game, 142 rushing yards. I think he had definitely 1 touchdown on 23 carries.
Yep.
Kirk Cousins needs to retire, man.
He sucks.
Yeah.
The Falcons are in a real bad spot. They have 2 quarterbacks.
That's
One's
exactly
very
what
overpriced.
I want to talk about. Alpha, take it. Forget this game. Jets continue to be the best team in the world in a must-lose game. It is hilarious. I feel for their fans. Every time they lose. Dude,
you have a rookie coach and a rookie staff. They're not going in there to be losers off the rip. You win games with a new staff. They're doing what they need to do, and they're getting better as they go.
That's fine. They got 9 valuable draft picks.
They can trade multiple to move up to get the quarterback. It
Listen,
does not matter.
Fan, thank you. Keep winning. Anyway, go with your point you were saying about the Falcons and what they do at quarterback moving forward. I think they got 2 guys in there that are signed long-term, obviously one on a rookie deal and one with Cousins, that both cannot be the quarterbacks of the team.
Hold on, I'm going to tweet this out right here. JD, I'll let you go first.
With that being said, we'll let JD go. Keep in mind the Drake London situation as well. The man needs to get paid. Are you really going to pay him as a wide receiver 1 when you legitimately don't have the answer at quarterback, in my opinion?
JD.
Yeah, they have a problem here. Just actually, like I said, Kirk, that deal that actually he got,
highway robbery.
But I say, just look at it now as nuts, and what a deal for him.
What a career he's had in terms of making money, right?
Yeah, he's the number one robber, number one contract robber, I think, in all of sports, and I'm putting that above Anthony Rendon's contract for the Angels.
That's crazy.
Which to me has always been the number 1 worst contract in the history of sports. If anybody's watching that doesn't know that contract, please, for the love of God, Google Anthony Rendon's contract. It is unbelievable the amount of games he's played versus money that he's still making this coming up season.
Well, he's retiring, so he's going to be gone. They're getting him out of his deal, which is the funniest part about it. The Red Dot situation is finally over. He's retiring, and they've agreed to a buyout. But in this specific situation,
$300 million later.
Yeah. And he played I think it was an average of 6 games a year, whatever. It was horrible. He made $10 million per homer, whatever. It was real bad. But let me jump in here about the quarterback situation. The Falcons are fucked. They're fucked. And I know JD was just talking about it. What do you do? Penix has had too many ACL/leg issues to know that he won't have longevity in this league. He's not that good that you're going to keep paying this guy who's going to break down by 27. You just can't bank on him being the future quarterback. Kirk Cousins is done. So what do they do? What do the Falcons do? You have to pay Drake London. But when you take a look at what they're going to do with draft capital, I believe they traded their first-round pick too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, my God. The Rams have their pick.
Yeah, and so the top 10 pick that they're slated to have this year is going to the Rams. So what do? Are you going to go hit the free agent market, and are you going to try and maybe get a Kyler Murray maybe via trade? Who are you going to go after? I don't know. what the Falcons can possibly do. Because even if Michael Penix has the absolute perfect recovery and everything goes exactly to plan at the best possible time frame it could be, puts him back right before the season starts, not enough time to ramp up. What do you do?
I mean, just like you're saying.
It's also just think he's not that good.
That's what I'm saying. He's not. So what do you do?
I don't know.
Do not know.
Do you suck next year and hope to get the first pick because you actually have your draft pick the next year in a deeper quarterback class?
Yeah.
What can they do?
You pray to God that some way, somehow, so Kirk will have 2 years left after the season's over. Some way, somehow, you work something out with him where he goes. Some way, somehow. I don't know how, because that dead cap hit would be insane, but you got to figure it out. And then I think you have to run it back with Penix one more year and secretly hope that you have a year like this year where you suck and you get a high draft pick.
Yep. You're not wrong. I just don't know what they're going to do because you can't go into a year being like, guess what, guys? It's going to be a tank year. It's going to be a tank year. We're going to suck. The fan base will be fine with it. The GM's job will be safe. No, because the GM's on the verge of being fired too for what situation he's put them in. Raheem Morris, what do you want Raheem Morris to do as a coach? Like
not his fault. Not his fault.
What do you want him to do? What do you expect him to do with the lack of talent? Breaking news: looks like Mike Evans is going to return to practice this week. Very good to see that. But back to this, JD. What are your thoughts? Because I rudely cut you off here. I think the Falcons are in the worst place in the NFL without having a draft pick, with having two guys there. Are you going to pay Penix? Like they may be backed into paying Penix.
Well, I mean, like that's the whole thing. Is like I don't know what they do, but paying Penix is, I think, the only thing they really can do.
Well, here's my thought on that too, JD, is that the GM has to save his own ass. He's the one who signed Kirk Cousins for $1 gazillion, used the top
guys. They are not. Why are we even talking about paying Penix right now? You guys,
because the GM's, it's the same as the Giants situation.
First of all, they got to pay.
He has to try.
They got to pay Bijan first.
For sure.
He absolutely is going to get. I'm telling you right now, he's going to get a deal. I guess it wouldn't be next year; it would be the following year. He's going to reset the running back market. He's worth every dollar. He's the best him and Gibbs, probably the best two running backs.
I agree with John.
Exactly.
I agree with John. You have to put him out there for the entirety of the rookie deal, especially with the GM. If you don't, you're admitting you made a mistake and you made multiple mistakes. If he puts another quarterback back there, he basically saying, "I know that I shelled out a top 10 pick and $300 million for two quarterbacks, and I missed on both." Fireable offense. Immediate fireable offense.
I get it. But I think next year, 100% you roll back with Penix. Plus, they have a really young defense. They used 2 first-round picks on 2 pretty solid defensive players, in my opinion.
Yes.
James Pierce and I forgot the other one. But they have a good young defense. But they have playmakers on offense, and they just suck. I have no idea about their offensive line. I'll be honest. I don't know if they have a good, average, or bad offensive line.
Jalen Walker is the other one, by the way.
Jalen Walker out of Georgia. Yeah, great player. I mean, dude, they draft well on defense. And they draft well on offense, honestly. Drake London's a hit. Bijan Robinson's a hit. I think Kyle Pitts is going to have a career somewhere. It's not going to be the Falcons. But they messed up on the biggest pick. And let's take it back, guys. You guys remember. They drafted
I would love
Penix.
him. I would love Kyle Pitts.
We
would love him. We would love him in New York. Can you imagine him with Dart? He would probably still be shit.
Stop getting me off topic.
Fake hope.
Michael Penix was drafted 9th overall. If you remember that draft, his over-under was like first round or second round pick. And
I locked him in first round at big plus money, made a lot of
Yes, I remember that. But if you remember, them taking him 9th, I remember we were watching at your apartment, dude. We thought it was fake. Remember when who was the reporter that ruined Ian Rappaport?
Excuse me, it's apartment mansion. Don't insult me. Apartment mansion.
Sorry, your apartment mansion. Ian Rappaport, remember he ruined the pick. He tweeted
and we
all got it. And I'm staring. I'm like, wait, what?
And everyone was pissed, and I started dancing around because I had a whale on that.
That was like 2 months after they just paid Kirk Cousins $3,000 million all guaranteed. Correct. It was the craziest move ever. And now we're sitting here 2 years after. Penix has been injured. Cousins is in this weird spot where I don't know if you read the reports, but basically like he's not being much of a mentor to Penix, which is very odd. It seems like they got a locker room problem and an on-the-field problem. And they are in the treadmill of mediocrity for a while because of the money given out. It sucks to be a Falcons fan.
So that I don't think is on Kirk. Well, at least I wouldn't think so, because Kirk seems to be that guy. Like he's just such a nice guy.
I agree.
And is going to try to help out as much as he can. So I think that has to be coming from the other side, not wanting.
Oh, Oh yeah, they are trying, guys. I mean, come on. If you had the GM in a room and you got him a little drunk and you'd ask him, hey, if you could trade Kirk, would you? Be like, I would trade Kirk for my child. Yeah, like 100%. They're screwed. It's a good topic though. Let's keep moving, guys. This to me was a surprise of the day. Panthers laying it on the Rams and Matthew Stafford without a doubt having his worst game of the season.
Oh, I want to look at. I forgot to look at MVP.
Beautiful. Pull that up, please. I have not looked at it. I have to assume because Drake May has not played yet. I have it up. I have to assume he's the favorite. No, Matt Stafford's probably still the favorite.
No, I was about to say Stafford still has to be the favorite.
Minus 110 for Stafford, plus 140 for Drake. With Drake May, if you like Drake May, take him tonight because he is going to have a good game against the New York Jets. He will be the favorite by the morning.
Honestly, great point. If you
I have a shocking one. I have a shocking award.
Give me the category. Give me the category for MVP.
Offensive Player of the Year.
Oh, it's JSN.
I'm about to say it's
2 catches, 23 yards yesterday. You think that put him in?
Jonathan Taylor did not have a great day.
I was say JT also didn't have a good day.
Jonathan Taylor a couple weeks ago, it's a minus 1100 to be OPOY, Offensive Player of the Year. Jackson Smith and Jigba right now is minus 115. Jonathan Taylor's minus 110. By 5 cents, he is beating him currently.
Wow.
Yep, minus 1100 in 4 weeks down to a JSN.
No value on either of those, in my opinion. Neither. That is literally like you're just watching.
Who do you think's the closest for third? And let me tell you, no, and he's plus 4,000.
Can't give me the position?
No, because that'll tell you who it is. That will tell you. Correct. If I said running back, you would have jumped on CMC in 2 seconds, and you fucking know it.
You know what's hilarious? Jonathan Taylor was by far the highest, aka worst odds for anytime touchdown yesterday, and didn't have one.
Well, you saw one of our buddies lost 20. One of our good buddies yesterday, JD, our buddy Jazzy, he had a 20-leg anytime touchdown scoring parlay. It was $10 to win $20,000. $20,000. The only one that didn't hit was Jonathan Taylor.
Is that true,
minus
though?
2? Yeah.
The 4 o'clocks?
Yeah.
Gatson scored?
Oh, no, he had Gatson in that too? I thought it was just JT.
No. Oh.
Because he texted last night at like midnight in the group, I cannot believe I lost a $20,000 parlay all because of Jonathan.
I don't know. I'm not willing to look at it.
I'm not doing.
All right. Yeah. Are you guys just a bad game for the Rams, right? Like nothing more to read about that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be that worried about it. No. The weather was shit.
Yeah.
They're a dome team.
Yeah, I actually thought just the Panthers just had their. By the way,
but that Puka catch was nuts.
Puka catch was wild. Actually,
there
was a ton of wild guys. Treylon Burks had one of the greatest touchdowns I've ever seen in my life yesterday night.
Hold on. This guy just scared the shit out of me, Nick. He is not third for MVP. I just ran to look at that. No, he is not near third. He is in like 8th.
Brock Bowers also had a crazy touchdown
catch. That was a crazy catch.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as this game, really quick, the Panthers, we've talked about it before in weeks past. The Panthers are a good home team. That is just where they get up and play well. And kind of like I was saying, the Rams, I think that was a game they just kind of probably thought they were going to go in and just kind of win. And as far as their defense, did not look good, and that's what has been their thing. The whole team has been great.
Alpha, can you check Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, I have them all up right here. Roy, offensive or defensive?
Offensive, also offensive.
Tet.
Dude, that's where I was going with.
It's going to change after tonight.
Stop.
I'm so serious. Jackson
what is his odds? What is his odds? What is his
plus 200. Plus 200. He has a good. He throws for a couple touchdowns. Minus 120.
Dude, I mean,
every week though it's been like this. Like last week, Ibuka jumped up to the minus, and now he's plus 400.
I have to say this, and this is such an alpha move. I thought Ted was an absolute bust going to the Panthers. Panthers wide receiver, top 10 overall. Okay, buddy. Bryce Young. Okay, he's an absolute stud.
Wow, Dak Prescott's won comeback player of the year essentially.
Is defensive player of the year, rookie of the year still Sweston, whatever, linebacker from the Browns?
Yep, minus 750. Over.
Unbelievable.
Also have to give a big shout out to actually Spencer, to our guy KO Locks. he had a 5-unit max play on the Panthers. So that was a great
Let's
call.
go.
With
Good
the
call. I
points,
did see
right?
that.
Tell me
Yeah,
with,
yeah,
the
with the
points.
points.
Oh,
Up,
yeah,
down,
yeah,
nuts.
yeah.
Also, shout out to the Panthers, man. They were and Alf, I don't even remember this. They were one of my favorite season total teams, over 6.5, and they officially hit that yesterday.
Yep.
I yeah, they were one of my favorite ones in the offseason. I thought it was just setting up with the new coach. I like what I saw. I did not think they'd get 7 wins this early, but good for them. I like where the Panthers are heading, if you know what I'm trying to say.
Bryce Young's development is impressive.
Yes.
If you look back and think about it, what was the big turn for Bryce Young? And you know what that was? When he got benched last year. Not everyone would take that benching as well as he did and use that to fuel you to get better and perform better. I thought it was a really stupid move benching him. People were saying they were going to trade him because he was benched. Remember that? All these people,
Yeah, I do. Of course,
speculations of teams that didn't have quarterback thought he would go and get traded. But guess what? They believed in their guy. They gave him a benching. He took the benching well, and he made some throws on 4th down yesterday that made him look like a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Do I think he's even close to that right now? I don't.
That touchdown was on a 4th down.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
They had two touchdowns
Yes.
on 4th downs.
Yeah.
And one was Coker as well. And he was slinging the ball on 4th down like a top 5 quarterback in the big moments. This guy's turned himself into a top half quarterback in the NFL.
Totally agree.
And if I'm a Panthers fan, I have hope that he could be our guy.
If I'm a Panthers fan, I have hope that he's our guy. I think he's our guy. Let me take the hope out. If I'm a Panthers fan, he's our guy. Am I in love with him? How we are in love with Dart as Giants fans?
No.
Probably
No.
not.
It's
But
not
I
the
think
same level.
Panthers this offseason need to invest extremely heavily in more weapons. They need a better tight end. I'm sorry. Jatavian Sanders, whatever. They need a better tight end. They need better wide receivers because holy crap, they have 2 fantastic running backs. And one was never supposed to happen in Rico Dowdle.
Yep.
If they bring back Rico and Chuba as a 1-2 punch, get him another wide receiver, and I have no names on top of my head, and Kyle Pitts to the Panthers, now we're talking.
Giants. JD, let me tell you one thing, though, about speaking of the running back room. Imagine if a certain team out in Dallas still had the Dowdler. How good would that offense fucking be right now? Because Javante's performing well, but that's because the Dallas offensive line.
Stop.
Well, the
That's
Dallas
you're being
offensive
disrespectful.
line
You're being
has
disrespectful.
improved significantly.
Javante's playing really effing good.
Well, there's a lot of open holes. So, I mean, imagine what Rico would look like in that offense. Because I do not think Javante's a fantastic runner, but he's not getting hit for 5-6 yards past the line half the time. Give that to Rico, and he's a monster over there. So good for the Panthers and the roster construction.
I'm not going to be honest, man. Just, talking about Cowboys, yes, it would be cool, but the offense right now has weapons everywhere.
Yeah, they've been humming.
Dude,
They've definitely been humming.
They really don't need anybody else.
It is. I couldn't agree with you more. It is hilarious to me watching the Steelers game yesterday and thinking to myself, they really looked at George Pickens and DK Metcalf and said, "We can't do it with both of you. Somebody's got to go."
Yeah, they picked the wrong one.
It's just unbelievable to me how they really made that decision, and they painted him as a bad locker room guy.
Which he is. Let's be honest.
Oh,
it's not a bad
God,
locker room guy. It's a hothead receiver.
Him and CD got drunk in
No,
Vegas
no,
and showed up late. Big fucking.
No, it's more about the flags he gets in the field, which he's had a couple of those, but you put up with that when he puts up that kind of production.
Alpha, he's never been suspended a
I know.
single game.
I know.
Okay, every wide
Has
receiver.
he gotten some detrimental 15-yard penalties more than the average receiver? Yes. That was I'm not saying I agree with the take. That's
Yes.
what the perception was. It wasn't that he was, punching dudes in the locker room and fucking
I
his other wide receivers.
I also think I agree with you. I also think winning masks a lot.
I agree.
No,
And it's fun to be a Cowboy right now. And he's getting more targets than he's ever got. He's having fun playing football.
Alpha, it's fun to be a Cowboy. I can't remember how to say this. It's fun to watch the Cowboys right now.
Yeah, they're a very fun team to
They
watch.
are.
JD,
Guys,
stop
we're
fucking
going to
smiling.
obviously talk about this on Thursday. It's probably the best Thursday night football game of the year coming up on
It's a
Thursday.
huge
Cowboys,
game.
Cowboys Lions.
It is
a Sunday night game on a Thursday.
Yeah, to say both of those teams have to have that game. So
We're going to spend 30 minutes at least breaking down that game. You're right, JD. The winner of that game is in a spot that if the Cowboys win that game, I don't even know what to think anymore. If the Lions lose that game, we got a problem because I'm pretty sure the Packers and Bears play on Sunday.
yes.
So,
Joe, you were making many comparisons down here. I think you meant Antonio Brown put AJ. I got what you did.
well, I don't know about all that, but that's a whole conversation for another time. All right,
Honestly,
guys.
not a terrible comparison because I
Not
think
terrible, but
wait for what Pickens is like in 10 years when he's out of the league.
Oh God! Well, I'll tell you this: Cowboys should already franchise tag him the day after the season's over. The second that franchise tag is available, you franchise tag that boy. Him and CD in the playoffs, if they make it, are going to be very hard to beat. All right, guys, let's keep moving. Cardinals Bucks. I got a lot of love for Baker playing out there with a dislocated shoulder on his non-throwing. They did what he had to do. Obviously, the Bucks getting healthy is the most important thing. We saw Bucky; he got a touchdown. He's back. Alpha, you mentioned Mike Evans. If he comes back, and then they got the full onslaught going into these last few weeks. JD, I think it was me and you were talking about last week that the Bucks always do this. Go like first 6 weeks, like 5-1, and then the middle of the season they suck. And then towards the end of the season, they go back to what they were in the beginning. And we're about to now see that transition where I think the Bucks are going to be good for the rest of the year. And they're going to win their division, in my opinion, obviously. And they're going to be their defenses might be the reason why they falter in the playoffs. I'm curious who they get, what matchup they will get, because they will host the game on Wild Card Sunday, is what I'm assuming.
Yeah, I agree.
Anything from that game, Cardinals Bucks? You mentioned this earlier, Alpha.
All right, Nick. The quickest way to my heart is continuously posting stuff like that.
Come on now.
We appreciate that. Right, we appreciate that. He might honestly be better. Did Tom Brady look this good this rookie year, Nick? I'm kidding. Before people.
Okay, thank God. I was literally about to say, do you need me to tell you what he did in his rookie year?
I'm just kidding, guys.
Okay. I think Kyler never suits out for the Cardinals again. You mentioned it earlier, like in
that's correct. That's not a think. That's a definitive answer. That's correct.
And for the love of me, I have no idea what team looks at him and is like, "We'll take over that contract." I literally don't know his fit. And
no, they're going to have to release him and eat the money, and then he's going to go to the Jets on a 1-year stopgap because they don't like the quarterback.
Can I give you a real rando, just a real shot? And you guys might think I'm crazy because they have a rookie quarterback. Well, a second-year quarterback, Vikings.
No, that would be so bad.
I think the Vikings are realizing JJ might not be the guy.
I agree with you, but you cannot then go to Kyler. That can't be the pivot. Yeah, it cannot be the pivot. It just can't.
The Vikings they've already noticed that actually they fucked up, and I think getting Kyler would just be another fuck up. So like they can't risk that.
I think the Jets are honestly in play. Depends where the Jets finish the year. If they finish with like the 7th or 8th pick and they don't want to move up to get Nando or they don't want to move up to get Ty Simpson, then I totally understand that the Jets would do a 1-year. We'll take fucking Kyler. We'll do what we can with him, and then we'll draft a quarterback in the next year. I can see that in a deeper quarterback class.
True that.
All right, what's the next game we're doing?
All right. Well, we only
just because I want to tweet it out.
Vikings Seahawks, none really speak about their guys.
I'm not even going to tweet that out.
I want to say this though, Sam, you're gonna be the reason they lose in the playoffs. You just are. I am officially a believer in the Seahawks defense and Jackson Smith and Jimba, and nothing else. Yes. Their defense and JSN and nothing else.
I agree.
And I think defense can take you far in the playoffs, but I think I just have nothing good to say about Sam Darnold. Whatever. Raiders Chargers. I just found out today that Justin Herbert broke his non-throwing hand.
Yeah, I don't know how you didn't know that. A pretty good story last night.
And still played and threw for 3 touchdowns and is getting surgery today and is on track to start their Monday Night Football game against who next week? The Philadelphia Eagles. I got nothing bad to say. I mean,
Joe, this is such a bad take.
Oh God, Joe, do me a favor. Please look at his 4 playoff starts that year. Please look at his 4 playoff starts that year, because those 4 playoff starts that were he was literally primetime Brady.
Listen, Joe, my thoughts on that. Sam and Joe are probably close regular season. Sam's probably been better, but when it comes down to when it matters,
big game Joe.
Time moments.
Nickname was big game
Joe over big loss Sam every day, because Sam shits it up in every important game.
I mean, Joe Flacco and Jacoby Jones' postseason touchdowns were rest in peace, by the way. Can't believe he passed away. Were things of beauty, guys. They were like 80-yard beauties. I'll never forget. He beat the Broncos on like an 80-yarder. in the playoffs. Joe Flacco.
God, you need to call more people beauties. It sounds good coming out of you.
Thank you. Yeah, I love.
Say it to JD.
JD, you're a beauty, man. You're just a beauty.
See?
You're
It
just
works.
an absolute
It works.
beauty. You're a beauty of a man.
Thank
Yeah,
I couldn't agree more.
Raiders Chargers. I don't know, guys. What do we feel about the Chargers?
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. This game sucked. It didn't suck. It was entertaining to the half.
Forget the game. Forget the game. The Chargers moving forward.
They played at the level of their competition.
8-4 team, probably going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, they'll make the playoffs. Yeah,
and I have no reason to trust them in a wild card game at all.
I agree. Jesse Minter's done a fantastic job with that defense, and I've heard for years, the model quarterback you want is Justin Herbert. He's the prototypical build. He's the exact height you want. He's got the hair you want. He's got the arm you want. He's got the legs you want. He has all the tools. Something just doesn't look elite with him. Something just doesn't make me confident in him. If I was a Chargers fan, I'd be happy to have him, but at the same time, I think he's slightly overrated, if I'm going to be honest here. And I just don't
disagree. I don't disagree.
I don't think he's all that in a bag of chips. I think he's an above-average starting quarterback, and that's where he's going to be. I don't think he's going to be the reason you win a Super Bowl. I don't think he's going to be the reason you lose a Super Bowl. I think he's an above-average quarterback, but I don't think he's a top 5 prodigy, can't miss, yada, 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 that he's been portrayed to be the last couple of years.
I do want to say this before we get into JD, you could speak. The one thing that will be an issue for Justin Herbert with his broken non-throwing hand, he can't go under center.
Correct.
The rest of the year. He has a hard cast on his non-throwing hand, and then a glove on top. He literally can't get under there.
Correct.
So here's going to be a flat-out shotgun quarterback, and I think as we get tape on him, and obviously the hand's not going to heal by the time he gets to the playoffs. He's getting surgery today. You're going to see a situation where defenses can easily plan for a quarterback that can't go under center, only shotgun, and be able to blitz the hell out of him.
Wow. David, great point here. Let me name the teams the Chargers still have on their schedule.
Let's play the famous win-loss game. Go.
Monday Night Eagles.
I personally think they lose because the Eagles have to be pissed.
But say I don't want to say it, but no, there's a loss for them.
Sunday matinee, 1:00 game at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Loss.
Oh my God! Loss.
Week after, 1:00 game at the Dallas Cowboys.
Loss. Holy shit!
Week after they host the Houston Texans, second to last week of the year.
Oh God! I want to say loss, but that's a toss up.
That's a toss up. That's a toss up.
I think the Texans will be really hot going.
Chargers are home. Chargers
will be cold, and it'll be it. I'll give the Chargers a win. So that's 1-3.
I think they will too. I think they'll probably end up winning that game too. In the final week of the year, they're at Denver.
I think they could win.
2-3. I'll put it say this: Texans Broncos. They're winning one of those games.
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
So
Definitely.
I'm giving them 1-4, and that would put them at what? 9-8.
JD, did you put the Giants odds in here today?
Yes.
Okay. I can't wait to put that on the screen.
And actually, that's how it's supposed to be.
That 0.25?
Yep, I'm gonna explain it. I have a whole thing for it.
I just noticed that. I'm excited for that.
I'm excited to see it. All right,
I've
well,
never
we're almost
seen
there.
this
We're almost there,
before.
fellas. We're almost there.
JD, you really put me in a. I now I'm only thinking of what this could mean.
Okay, 2 more games, guys. Bills, Steelers. Steelers are in the 12mm rockery. Aaron Rodgers probably needs to be done with playing football, hopefully. And I still think Mike Tomlin's going to be the coach anyway.
Man, let me tell you something. Mike Tomlin ain't going anywhere. A, B. Looking at Rodgers, no, he had a broken fucking hand on one hand, and his nose being bad was like, brother, you look cold.
He looks
cold
miserable
out there. You're bleeding everywhere. You broke your hand. I don't think you're enjoying being a Pittsburgh Steeler, Mr. Rodgers. I mean, that's just my thought there.
Two points I have from this game. Was really happy to see Keon Coleman play and get a touchdown. I think that was really big for his just mental. The Bills are so injured right now, and this was a big win for them. A really, really big one, because I believe next week they have a very interesting game with Joe Burrow coming to town.
Bro, Josh Allen sucks. Why aren't people talking about that? Not in general. This year, Josh Allen sucks. What happened to him and Lamar? Did they get their powers zapped from him? Because the two of them don't look like the same. But Jefe, it's crazy to me because I look at the stats.
Honest?
Let me finish.
Yeah.
When I look at the stats, Josh Allen had 120 passing yards yesterday.
Yep.
120 passing yards. I know in the swirling, twirling tundra of Pittsburgh, it was not easy to move the ball. But every week you look at the stat sheet and we're seeing something that looks like that.
So what I'm going to say, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing that his stats are down. Because when you look at it, James Cook had 144 rushing yards.
Yeah, he
so
had a big game.
They obviously have a game plan where they don't want him to be Superman every single game. My issue is that when he puts on that Superman cape sometimes, he makes really dumb mistakes.
Yep.
And I think they are trying to temper that. You know what I mean? In terms of not making him do that all the time.
That's what makes him special.
But you're 100% right. So it's a double-edged sword, right? Because half the time he could have one of those breakaway runs like he did last year versus the Chiefs where he takes his 40 yards for a touchdown, spinning, juking out players. And then the other times he throws a pick like he did yesterday in one of the first plays of the game, which was it was a horrendous pick. But I think as you get towards the playoffs, they're going to let him be in control more. Yesterday, it was obvious. He was without his top two offensive linemen. They were not going to let him stay in that pocket long. I agree. They had the perfect plan yesterday. We're going to run the ball, and we're going to pass it when it needs to be done. And he still, by the way, ran for a touchdown and passed for a touchdown. So my worry with the Bills is my worry every single year. Defense is about as Jekyll and Hyde as it can humanly get. That's all I got to say. JD, anything about the Bills?
Man, we came on the Friday show, and I said I wanted to bet the Bills.
You even texted that multiple times over the weekend.
Yeah, and I didn't. And I'm just kind of mad at myself for not doing it. But Jefe, like you said, they're just so hurt, man. And just being on the road is actually where they've not played well. So that game just had a weird feeling. I just had a weird feeling, but Bills was clearly the right side there. And I'm just kind of mad that I did not actually play that.
I parlayed the Bills with the Rams, so tell me how much I enjoyed the end of that Rams.
Oh, my God, that sucks. I had a 16 parlay, if it makes you feel better, and the only team that lost was the freaking Falcons. I still can't believe it. Unbelievable. Nick Folk kicked like a 57-yard field goal in the fucking wind. It was unbelievable.
It just made it in there, too. I mean, that was nuts to watch.
I was facing him in fantasy and still beat you-know-who.
By the way, totally unrelated. There was a Kaimi Fairbairn extra point, or it was a field goal yesterday that 100%
extra point that did not go in.
100% did not
that
go
did
in.
Not
and the
go
refs just
in.
looked at each other and said,
and the best was one guy stood there and the other one was like, he did like a, and then the other guy joined.
There is no, even, I think it was J.J. Watt was like,
he was like,
the guy, he was like,
what?
He's like, what?
And he was a Texan his whole career, ladies and gentlemen. And he was a Texan.
Like, what the hell? That was
crazy.
Unrelated, but yeah, that Nick Folk. All right, guys. Sunday Night Football, Broncos Commanders. I got to tell you something. Every single prime time freaking game, either the dog won outright or covered. And all three on Thanksgiving, the Black Friday game, Sunday Night Football, and we're going to have one more today, and it's going to be very interesting to see. But
so what you're saying?
There's a chance. What I'm saying is we have another game where I saw the Broncos win, and I was completely just like, okay. Did not expect 320 passing yards from Bo Nix. Did not expect Mariota to throw for almost 300 as well and keep him in the game pretty much the entire time.
Mario Kart was fire last night.
How is Zach Ertz not getting released and getting the opportunity to play with a contender? He had a great game yesterday. He deserves that shit.
He's had a great career. Great career. And he married Julie Ertz, the U.S. soccer player. He's Julie Johnston turned into Julie Ertz. Guy's done it all. Let him go get another ring.
Broncos defense, a little concerning for me yesterday.
Listen, Surtain's not as good as everyone has made him out to be the last 2 years. I'm sorry. I didn't think he was that good last year.
Who's your number one defensive back in the NFL? Is it Sting?
Sting. By far. I don't even think it's close.
It's Sting. And
if anybody says Sauce Gardner.
No.
Dude couldn't tackle JD running through the hole, let alone fucking an NFL player.
Sting's probably number one. You're right. I'm trying to think who else. If we're talking just general,
JC Horn.
if we're talking about DBs, safeties, everything, shrunk safeties, I'm putting Kyle Hamilton in there.
He's not had a good year either.
He's not actually.
He's been injured all year, though. He's been fighting the injury, so I'm not going to hold him to that standard we usually do, but he has not looked great either.
And I forgot his name, but dude on the Bears has the most takeaways in the NFL. He has like 5 interceptions and 4 forced fumbles, and he's a cornerback. I don't know his name. He's a fucking corner. He's the dude to punch it out of Jalen Hurts' hands. You know how insane it is to have 5 interceptions and 4 forced fumbles as a DB? You looking for his name?
Well, it's not Byard.
No. It's a guy whose name I don't know.
Did he have a pick yesterday?
He had the fumble.
He had the fumble, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't give me anything. Like, there's no forced fumble list here. It just have sacks, tackle for loss, pass deflected, quarterback hit. All right, I'm not going to figure it off that.
Whatever.
Who leads the league in interceptions?
Anything from Broncos commies, JD?
No, the game was bullshit. I mean, it worked out. It's Kevin Byard. I was right. It was Kevin Byard.
No.
Yeah, Kevin Byard leads the NFL with 6 interceptions.
Okay. He doesn't lead the league in
interceptions.
He leads the league in turnover, like interceptions plus fumbles.
They pulled up Trevor Lawrence, wrong one. Now it's time with the Bills. God damn it.
But yeah, while Alpha's looking for that.
I'm looking for it too.
As far as this game, as far as the Commanders goes, that was almost a horrible spread beat. Like that would have been rough. So definitely glad that everybody who's on the Commanders spread was able to actually win that because that would have been a heartbreaking loss. But no, as far as Broncos, I'm still not in on them whatsoever. So
there you go. Yeah, I don't think anyone can be. Nashawn Wright? Nope. Millions. Yes, Nashawn Wright.
Nashawn Wright. Nashawn Wright. How many picks?
5 picks, 1 forced fumble. That was the forced fumble yesterday.
No, that's not
Tremaine Edmonds has 4 interceptions and
as a linebacker? He has 4.
Yep.
Dude, I'm pretty sure the Bears must lead the league in takeaways.
They do with 26. He has no forced fumble, so I don't know who this could be. You guys are talking
All right,
about.
whatever. We're moving on. All right, guys. Well, that's it. That was Sunday Night Football. We're done.
Hey, Nick, he's missed half the year. Jalen Johnson can't be him. I don't know who Jefe's talking about, bro. We'll let him get his bullshit out of the way.
All right. Do we move on to the old Monday Night Football?
I think we do. And I guess we don't really transition here, JD. I was looking for. I'm like, wait, we're ready.
I'll say.
All right, boys. Jefe, intro it. Let's do it. I already tweeted it out. People are filling up in here right now. We have props. We have sides. We have totals. I'm sure JD has 3 different team totals for these 2 teams. Jefe, do the thing where you tell us who's playing and who the records and the players.
All right, guys. Giants, Patriots, opposite records.
But look at the line, by the way.
One team's 10-2. One team's 2-10. You guys figure out which is which. This, honestly, I actually think this is going to be a good game. And I think that you're going to see 2 young quarterbacks, one who is a year ahead of where the other wants to be.
Yep.
It's literally like, I think the best thing that the Giants can take out of tonight is looking at how the Patriots are run and being like, next time, that's what we can be. And we have the pieces in play. And in my opinion, probably a better wide receiver room.
Who?
The Giants.
What? Right now?
No, like in terms of like the team, like with Malik.
If you put Malik in there, sure, but
and then
he's better than both teams' receiving rooms combined. But Hollins, Matt Collins, the boot, Stephon Diggs is significantly better. Whatever the Giant shit is they're putting out right now.
Oh, right now, of course. I mean,
don't forget Hunter Henry. That's a big tight end.
Hunter Henry is another one who refuses to age, right there with Zach Ertz. Hunter Henry is still.
He's not that old. How old do you think Hunter Henry? Maybe I'm wrong.
He's not that old.
Hunter Henry must be over 30 years old. Has to be. 30. I'm putting him at 32.
He's 30.
Oh, damn. Okay, my bad. Was not familiar with your game, Hunter. I'll go first here, guys, because I have absolutely no idea what a minus 7.25 means.
Okay, hang on. Let me just get into
Yeah, how
that.
about you let him go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell us what minus 7.25 is.
Patriot minus 7.25. I put that there because you can get on some books out there, you can get 7 and the hook. And then on a lot of books, you can get a minus 7. So I did that dumbass soccer Asian handicap shit and made it a minus 7.25.
First of all, you know what promo we had last month. Now you're getting on the handicapped Asians. This is incredible. This is incredible what you're doing on this program.
But anyway,
Wow.
yes.
Okay.
That's why I got it.
Well,
today. So,
I got 2 PODs from this one, guys. I am going with the Giants and the points plus 7.5. I don't need your Asian handicaps for minus 7.25. I actually think that the Giants come out and Dart plays a little juice. And I think they keep this game close. I hope that the Patriots win because I am in full tankathon mode. But I do think the Giants keep this close. And for all I know, this is going to be your typical Giants up 10-3 in the second quarter, and then they somehow lose it again. First game with a new defensive coordinator, so there should be some new defensive game plans. I'm excited to see that. And my other POD from this one is going to be wide receiver 1 for the Giants. By the way, Wando Robinson, if you don't know, he's having a phenomenal year. I'm going to take his over receiving yards, 57.5.
Interesting. So you're saying Jackson Dart is back?
I do believe that is what the report says, yeah.
Interesting. JD, before I eviscerate this clown, do you have anything on this game? Breaking news: Kristaps Porzingis ruled out tonight. Has he played once in the last 4 years? Who knows? But if you're betting NBA tonight, Kuzmingas is out.
Very good.
right.
Let me cross off my Hawks play.
I was really trying to I was definitely wanting to hear what actually both of these guys said here. Because I have not made a play, but there is a play that I'm definitely thinking about. And what Jefe said, especially as far as the Giants DC, this is his first game, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think that means a lot. And that's not good for the Patriots.
I agree.
So this is a game where I really do think the Giants. I mean, like the Giants are actually playing hard.
Yeah, they have. They're losing every game in the fourth quarter with a lead.
Right.
It's not like they're getting blown out every week.
Right.
They're blowing
games.
games.
They are playing hard. They have the new DC, and then the Patriots. I think they're just an overvalued team here. Really do. So yeah, that's the only way that I can look here, guys, is the Giants plus the 7.5.
Are you concerned about the fact that every single dog has covered and or won outright in every single national game this entire week? Does that play anything into your thought process?
I do not handicap in that way whatsoever.
Neither do I. Neither do I.
So,
I don't either, but it's a very public thing to do. And what is the percentage here, Alpha?
I'm literally, it's so funny you said that. I was in the process of pulling it up. 82% on the New England Patriots.
Is that money line or spread?
Spread, sir. You think I'm gonna fucking tell you what the backing is on the fucking 7.5 point line on the money line?
I wouldn't be shocked if there was some money coming in on Giants money line, public money.
Money line is 8% on the Giants, 92% on the Patriots, but I do know that they take into account parlays there, so somebody who's parlaying probably the Boston Celtics with the New England Patriots, whatever.
Yeah.
I need to see a rhinologist, like a rhino. Is that a real doctor?
I must have missed something here.
I think he wants you to go see a nose doctor.
My nose isn't even that big. Okay.
No, for your sinuses.
I just a little damage up there, but yes. He says it's a real one. Let me Google it. Rhinoceros.
Guys, and actually, yeah, while Alpha's googling that. Shout out to our guy Nick. He is going to be with me tonight on the live line here on YouTube and X at actually 8:00 tonight. So make sure to join us there.
It's a real thing. A rhinologist is a real thing.
I mean, I only work in the medical field. I would hope I know what a rhinologist is.
And you didn't.
But make sure to join Nick and myself. Plus, actually, Joe. Joe is in the chat here also.
What's up, Jake?
Nice to
Jake
see
on
you.
the picture now? Is that the same?
No,
Jake?
no.
No, different Jake. Jake, that's Jake.
Okay.
I don't think Jake from Philly is alive. To be honest with you.
Haven't heard from him in a month.
Yeah, it's just interesting that all of a sudden he stops talking when the 76ers and Eagles start losing. Interesting.
Okay, so sorry, I missed it. So what is this rhino thing?
It's a sinus doctor.
So is that why they call that surgery like a rhinoplasty?
Rhinoplasty is when you get okay, here we go. Your nose actually has
I couldn't do it. I'm not listening to that bullshit when we're trying to talk about the New York Football Giants on Monday Night Football. Jefe, I'm going to bring you back. If you talk about the rhinologist, the rhinoceros, the hippopotamus, the giraffe, I'm going to do it again.
So throats have tonsils, but no.
Back to this game. JD, let me tell you my pick on this game. I agree with Jefe. Very, very rare. Very rare. He also looks like a rhinoceros. I'm taking the Giants plus 7.5 here. I know it's a little scary, but I do think the Giants will compete. Do I think the Giants are going to win? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But do I think that the Giants will have a big performance here, keep this one close? Yes. I do agree, JD, that the new defensive coordinator will be a big help for this Giants team. If the Giants didn't have the new defensive coordinator tonight, I probably would take the over. I would, but I do think the Giants' defense will play better because there can't be any defensive coordinator that is worse than Shane Bowen. There just can't. He never blitzed. He never did the right schemes. He never had players playing in the right position. All I want to see is the Giants have guys in the right position.
Sauce is out for multiple weeks.
Yeah, I definitely figured that. But yes, I am going to be taking the Giants here.
But yeah, and just to stay with that fact.
Wow, Lane Kiffin's contract just got released. 7 years, $91 million, 80% buyout with no offset. That's $13 million a year.
I like it. Good for Lane. I'm a Lane guy. All these people talking shit about Lane. Ole Miss shouldn't have put that hard debt.
You guys want to talk about that for 1 second? I think it's a really good story.
Well, let's finish up this game first. We're like right on the verge of getting, and we still have to do props on this game as well, which I have, obviously.
Yeah, but what I was going to say is whenever any type of coach changes, like it can be the head coach or just like a DC, the OC, like anybody like that, whatever, either the whole team or either that section of the team gets up and really plays their like best that actually next game. So yeah, for all those reasons, I can't believe it, but yeah, I'm also going to be on the Giants here.
They've competed all year. What props do you guys like in this game? So I have one I like, and it's not on the Giants side. It is a 2-touchdown score, and I do like Trevion Henderson to find the end zone twice at plus 600. He's great in the screen game. He's great in the running game. The Giants have the worst rush defense in the NFL, so I do think we will see him get a lot of carries. I think he'll get a lot of touches in the pass game, and I think we will see Trevion score twice. If you guys couldn't already tell, I do think we're going to have a ton of points here. The guy I'm parlaying Trevion with is going to be Wan'Dale Robinson. I think he's going to have another highly featured game. One thing I don't like in this game, I believe it's every single game Jackson Dart has started, he has a rushing touchdown. Not taking that tonight. I've taken it most weeks at plus 300 or plus 400. Not taking it tonight. I don't think the new Giants offensive play callers are going to put him in the same positions to have him run around like Brian Daboll did when he was trying to save his job. So I know a lot of people have hit me up today. They said Jackson Dart, best rushing quarterback in the NFL in terms of touchdowns this year. When he's played, he's gotten one almost every single game. That's why Brian Daboll was fired as early as he was, guys, because he was putting Jackson Dart into harm's way. I do not think we are going to see that in this spot tonight.
Hang on, sorry. Wasn't the Chicago State game canceled?
Yes.
Well, they're currently in the second half. So
must have been a 2-hour delay, like at school.
I don't know what happened there, but Chicago State is up 15.
I was going to take them.
I was about to say, I'm not sure what happened there because everywhere I heard was the game.
It was. They have a new opponent.
Oh.
They are playing St. Xavier, Illinois Cougars now. It was supposed to be South Carolina State.
The Cougars. Yeah, the Cougars.
JD loves his Cougars. We move on. One of you say something. Because I broke this game down already.
There's just so many stats that I'm sorry. I'm reading deep into this Lane Kiffin stuff. Basically, if he has a lot of bonuses that still need to be paid out by Ole Miss, and LSU has agreed to pay all of them. They basically gets $1 million a win for Ole Miss in the CFP playoffs, and he's not even coaching. I wanted to say this, and then I guess we can move on to our sponsors. I have a lot of respect for Ole Miss standing on business and telling Lane Kiffin to get the hell out and not allowing him to coach in the CFP games.
Yeah, I respect it.
I guess he wanted his cake and eat it too, right?
Yes, that's a good way to look at it.
He wanted to coach in the games that he earned, but he wanted also to not let LSU move on and get that payday. I get it, and I blame one thing and one thing only. And it's not Lane Kiffin, it's not Ole Miss, it's not LSU. It's this ridiculous rule we have that the transfer portal opens.
I agree.
In the midst of bowl season and college football playoffs. It makes no sense. Just open it after the national championship like a normal sport. That's like football free agency starting on Wild Card Sunday.
Yep.
It makes no sense.
Couldn't agree more. All right, what else you guys have on this game? Props, what do you got?
I like Wandell. I do. I like his over on receiving yards, like I said, 57.5. I like his anytime touchdown. It's at plus 200. On the Patriots side, I mean, Drake May's going to get his versus this Giants secondary. I think that you possibly look at a Stephon Diggs anytime, or you got Hunter Henry in my head, and I think I might go Hunter Henry, to be honest with you.
I'll probably have some, I'll have
Any
a bunch
two
of
by
touchdown
twos
scores
for you for tonight.
Yes, Trevion Henderson is going to be the first leg of one of mine at plus 600, and as I said earlier, I am going to be parlaying him with Wandell.
A two dose. Go for dose for Wandell.
Yep, $10 pays $1,300. Second one, I'm going to have two of them tonight. Hunter Henry is going to be one of my selections, so I will have Hunter Henry at plus 1,800, and the person I'm parlaying with him is going to be Tyron Tracy at plus 2,200. You can get that parlay at a plus 3,000. $10 plays you $3,000.
Like that. David is asking, what day this week are we going to do college football? Is that going to be Thursday?
Will definitely be Thursday, but there's so much. We may go ahead and talk a little bit Wednesday also.
Yeah,
there you go, David. There you go.
There's a few championship games on Friday. I know that, but obviously Saturday is banger after banger after banger, and then the ultimate pinata. Oh, the Big Ten championship! I haven't been this excited for a game in a while.
Yes, peeling back the curtain, I'm going to Jefe's to watch that night as he is the adopted Indiana fan of the year.
Yes. Who shirts? I am so excited.
Do you know how many texts I got yesterday that said if you cheer for Ohio State once, you're getting kicked out? The amount of texts I got.
It's everybody. It's Nando only zone here. That's, by the way, what me and Fernando call each other now. I call him Nan Man. Nando and Berto, my two favorite brothers in college. They're unbelievable.
Big news. Guess what, Jefe? Big news. JD, you ready?
Ready? Oh, no, I was not ready.
I was not ready.
Well,
David, David, you will get kicked out of the chat. You will get kicked out of the chat.
I didn't know what you were going with there.
Well, you could have just said, what do you mean? You just agreed with me.
I could have.
Best bets for Monday, December 1st. Jefe, why don't you kick us off? What are your best bets for the day, pal?
Wandell, baby. My best bet today is by far Wandell Robinson over 57.5 receiving yards at minus 110 odds. I think that's my favorite play on the board. I was looking at NBA guys. First of all, it's a terrible day for college basketball in my opinion. Very, very random games being played. I had one side that I looked at, but not pulling the trigger. NBA, nothing really for me to pull the trigger on. So I'm really focused on on Monday night's game, and I'm rolling with Wandell as my favorite play by far today.
Jay Dizzle.
Yep. Before I give out my best bet today, I do have to tell you all about the Cyber Monday sale. Whoa. And that is where you can get the full year still for $134.95.
Oh, you lazy fuck. That was the Black Friday deal. Don't act like I'm not going to call you. That ain't no Cyber Monday. You just changed the words on top.
I didn't. That is the best deal that we can give out. So I didn't feel like we should change it to a worse deal. So we're still doing that, running it through today. But guys, over on the Tails app, there's a lot of cappers, guys, over there. Hundreds and hundreds of extra cappers. As far as last month, We're the number one college basketball capper there. We are the number one NHL capper there.
Excuse me?
Yep.
Where are the ice picks? I don't understand.
They are in the Discord.
My arms are getting tired.
They are there. But also just we're also in the top 3 of just everything there. That's basically showing you that just we actually win.
Hey JD, question for you. Who was what place were you in? What place were you in yesterday? Just curious. Just curiosity.
I was just getting to it. As far as the new week, which started yesterday, there is a new leaderboard out, and we're in 3rd place. But the 1st place trophy right now is with this guy right here. Fuck, I can't do it. Anyway, Jefe Picks is the number 1 capper.
Plus 18 units yesterday. Unbelievable.
So yeah, we're going to.
Well, you know what that means, right, JD? You obviously know what that means for me tonight. I am putting out very little plays.
Yes, very little, very little. But yeah, guys, definitely take advantage of that. Like I said, the whole team is doing well. As far as college basketball, I always say the first actually 2 months is actually where the money's really made. Start off the first month of college basketball. I finished up units wise at it was actually right at 75, which is better than I could have ever hoped for. So yeah, definitely hop on there with us. And so for my best bet, I am going to go to a college basketball play. And Jefe, help me out here. I am going with the Iona
Gales.
Yes.
War Eagle.
Thank you. Gales, yes. The Iona Gales, give me them on the money line. We actually played it at actually minus 120. I think you can still get it at minus 130, which I would still.
Oh my God, on the road at UDEL. Wow. Yeah. You know what they say when Iona travels to the University of Delaware.
What is a Gale, by the way? Because the Dells are the blue hens. So it's a blue hen. What's a Gale?
Right? It's a bird, right?
I don't fucking. You're the bird guy.
I honestly don't know what a Gale is.
I'm googling it, but
I honestly do not know. I would just assume a bird.
Oh God. Not what I'm. Okay. I don't think
but here's what's going to happen though. Those actual Gales, whatever they are going to shut down that 3-point line, which is where the home team lives and dies by. So tonight, that is why those Gales are going to get that road win.
Killian the Gale. It is. You know how they speak Gaelic in Northern Ireland?
Yeah.
They are the Iona Northern Ireland.
Oh my God! I need a shirt.
I was about to say I like them so much more now.
I like them better than Notre Dame, honestly. Notre Dame.
It is.
They need to be the Gales.
Yeah, their mascot is Killian the Gale. Killian the Gale is a character that represents the university's Irish Gaelic heritage. Killian is a popular figure at Iona sporting events and campuses.
Oh, and actually, that's a beer, right?
No.
What? No.
Yeah, it is.
A Gale?
No. I'm a Killian.
Oh no, that's Kilkenny. Kilkenny is an Irish beer.
Yeah.
Don't ask me. I know all about my Irish beers.
Hold on, I'll look it up. Killian's beer.
My favorite beer.
I think it's called Killian Irish.
It's a beer. It's a beer. It's a red lager. Get fucked, Jefe.
Oh my God, a red lager. Hey, you take a red lager and you mix that with a Guinness, and that's how you get a nice half and half.
All right, my best bet today, gentlemen, is going to be on the New York Football Giants plus 7.5. It has been a fantastic
Don't be a pussy.
show.
Just take them on the money line.
New York Giants on the money line plus 3,200. All right, let's take it. Giants plus 7.5 is my pick of the day. Jefe, do that thing. Get us the fuck out of here. JD, say that thing they do. And remember, guys, as always, scale faster.
That's right.
Win bigger.
Join our VIPs.
Nailed it. Oh.
Yeah.
That's the new thing. Join our VIP.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you for everyone for tuning in.
Yes,
if
guys,
you haven't watched the Sunday Conversation with Carl, go watch it. It's embarrassingly zesty.
But yeah, guys, make sure, like I said, to join us tonight, 8:00 for the game. We actually will have a bunch of guys on there live betting the game tonight.
And where will I be, JD? I'll be one of you out there.
You will be in the chat.
I will be in the chat as a viewer. It's my one show I go. I talk with the chat. Me and Dylan last week, we're having a little convo in there. I'll be there chatting it up with the boys.
Yeah, I'm going to be
Yeah,
in there
guys.
too. I'm going to be throwing out random players to Nick, and he will get every single college wrong because he
Oh, he's
knows
gonna get nothing right.
he
Nothing
knows
right.
he does not have the knowledge that I have of random sports facts. He wants to, but he doesn't. Got to study up, baby. Got to study up. Lamar Odom, where'd he go? Answer: Rhode Island. Bang.
But guys, it's a fresh month.
Why Lamar Odom popped into my head? I will never know.
Let me tell you something I was about to say next. Okay, well, where Chris Humphreys go. Don't know how they correlated to me, but Lamar Odom and Chris Humphreys, probably because they both married a Kardashian.
Different Kardashian, but
they both married a Kardashian.
matter of fact, look it up now. Did he go to Minnesota? See a gopher?
Chris Humphreys? I don't think so.
No. That sounds wrong.
He went to Minnesota, motherfucker. He did go to Minnesota.
Unstoppable.
He did go to Minnesota. That was good.
Oh gosh. But guys, yeah.
Holy shit. That was a real Jeopardy type of answer. I am pumped up, baby.
We are all coming off of a huge month. So yeah, time to get back into it, guys. It's a fresh month now. Let's start winning. Let's start winning tonight. Like I said, it's a great time to join us all. As you can tell, we are all doing well. So yeah, let's have a great day. Let's have a great week. Let's fucking win.
It's going to be a great
win.
week, fellas. It's going to be a great week. We got, obviously, Championship Saturday coming up. We're going to be talking about that later in the week. Football is one of the best Sunday slates, all divisional matchups this Sunday. We're going to be talking about that on Friday. And we got a lot of college basketball, regular basketball, and apparently number one hockey capper in the whole wide world in JD here to get us through the rest of the week. So with that being said, Carl.
Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Peace.